Getting credentialed with the insurance companies sounds hard, but in reality, it's only just feels tedious. Those are very two different things, right? Dietitians can do really hard shit. So I am fully convinced if I give you guys the step-by-step process in today's video for getting credentialed that you guys are going to knock it out of the ballpark. For those of you guys don't know me, I'm Amy Plano. I'm the reimbursement dietitian, and I'm here to simplify the entire reimbursement process for registered dietitians and CNSs accepting insurance. So, like I said, it sounds terrifying, but it's really not hard. It is just a process. And in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through the exact 6 steps in the exact order to get credentialed as a dietitian to start billing insurance. This way, you guys can stop Googling acronyms at midnight and actually get this done. Okay. You guys are going to want to save this video because we are literally going step by step, right? Through number one, your business structure, EIN, NPIs, liability insurance, CAQH, and then credentialing and contracting. So let's go, right? Let's stop wasting time and let's get to it, right? So step number one, you always have to determine your business entity, right? Your business structure, thankfully, there's not a ton of choices, right? You guys can either be a sole proprietor, which is not a legal entity. You can be an LLC, a PLLC, a PC. And then you can even talk with your accountant in terms of how you want to be taxed, right? You can elect to be taxed as a sole proprietor in any of those entities, or you can choose to be taxed as an S corp for tax reasons, right? Most people start as an LLC, but don't let this step stall you for 3 months, right? I would highly, highly, highly recommend sitting down with an accountant who knows you, who could get to know you, so knows exactly how to set you up properly. And just to be very clear, there are certain regulations for dietitians and specific states, so you need to know exactly what entity you need to choose so you can actually credential with the insurance companies you want. Certain insurance companies and certain states have very specific requirements in terms of your business structure. And so you definitely want to set that up first before doing anything else. Okay. Step two also often comes with step one, but this is establishing your business's tax ID. So the same way we have a social security number that we file, say, our income taxes with, our personal income taxes, your business is also going to have its own ID. The way you get a tax ID, which is called an EIN, you're going to go straight to the IRS's website. It's probably going to take 10 minutes. Do not pay anybody to apply for an EIN for you, but super important, the EIN is going to be tied to the legal name of your business, right? So whatever you apply for, putting on your IRS documents is literally going to be the legal name of your business. So you just want to make sure, that that is what you want tied to your business, right? So step one, establish your business structure. Step two, apply for an EIN for free through the IRS's website. Okay. Step three, some of you guys may have already done step three, especially if you worked for somebody else. You need to get probably 2 types of NPIs, both applied for on the exact same website, NEPS, NPPES dot CMS dot HHS dot gov, right? You literally can go to the website and it is very straightforward. You are going to apply for a type 1 NPI using your social security. And then I would highly recommend at the same time applying for a type 2 NPI for your organization. You may be telling me I'm never going to have anybody work for me. I do not want to be a group. Understood. But many insurance companies will require a type 2 based on your business entity, right? Remember why, if we go back to step one, I said numero uno, establish your business structure. That is because everything else that comes after that is going to be built upon the fact that we know what your business structure is. So step three, go to NEPS and apply for both a type 1 and a type 2. If somebody has already applied for a type 1 for you, so say you work for an organization or a practice or a telehealth company, then you can use that exact same NPI in your own practice. Your NPI type 1 works like your Social Security. It follows you no matter where you go. Okay. See, are you guys seeing? This is not as hard as I think you guys are making out to be. Step 4, apply for professional liability insurance. The insurance companies are going to require liability insurance. So it's also a must before you have it in place, before you start seeing any type of patients, no matter what the state, right? The cost and the coverage is going to vary by state, but the Academy actually offers a pretty significant member discount. It used to be called pro liability. It's called something else now, but I think I pay about $130 per year to cover myself, right? And so you do not want to skip this step because this will be a holdup with the insurance company if you get, if you do not upload your liability insurance, right? Step 5, the CAQH enrollment application, the universal credentialing database that pretty much all payers pull from aside from Medicare. Medicare uses PICOS, entirely different software and system, but most of the commercial insurance companies are going to use CAQH, right? Once we have steps 1 through 4 done, then and only then can we do the enrollment form in CAQH, right? If somebody has done the CAQH for you already, so say you work for a telehealth company, you just need access to it. And in all honesty, you should always have access to your CAQH, and you should be the keeper of the information in it, and you are responsible for what's in it. So if there is information that is erroneous or incorrect, that will ultimately fall back on you, right? So you want to keep it updated. You want to make sure that it's reattested. If it is not reattested and the information is incorrect, it will completely stall out your applications, okay? In CAQH is going to be things like your home state where you're practicing, your licenses, a copy of your malpractice insurance, the type of business entity you have, your NPIs, your EINs, your social securities, where you went to school, where you did your internship, so on and so forth. The CAQH database is not overwhelming and it is not meant to be trick questions. So if if the enrollment says, are you a Medicare provider? Even if you want to be a Medicare provider, but you are not one right now, you just click no. Same thing for Medicaid. Do you participate with Medicaid? Even if you want to be a Medicaid provider, which I encourage you to do so, you're going to click no because you're not yet a provider yet. So don't let the CAQH trip you up. It is not intended to be confusing. It's pretty straightforward. And then there's going to be sections that you completely skip, like the DEA section. Obviously, we are not dispensing narcotics or any type of drugs. So remember to just, if maybe this gives you some clarity, the CAQH is also done by all providers, including physicians, APRNs, DOs. So anybody credentialing with the insurance companies, it's a universal application. So that's why there's questions that are not necessarily applicable to us. Okay. The final step, once all of those things are done and your CAQH is attested, which basically means somebody has reviewed it, you have received an email that you're good to go, right? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to apply to the insurance companies, right? The main ones in most states are Blue Cross Blue Shield or Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, Aetna, and United Healthcare. Those are the major commercial ones, right? The credentialing process is about 60 to 90 days, and then contracting is about 60 to 90 days as well. The contracting period is where you can request your fee schedule, and unfortunately, you probably have to request it 100 times before they actually give it to you. And so I would say as a whole, the credentialing and contracting process with all of the major commercial insurance companies takes about I would say probably about 4 to 6 months, depending upon your state. So make sure you're allowing for that amount of time if you're looking to get your business up and running, right? So I don't even know how long this video was, but those are really the main steps, right? There's only six. So let's just remind you again of them because I think you guys are like overthinking this, right? Step one, highly recommend meeting with a CPA or small business accountant, determine your business structure, right? First and foremost, right? Do not pass go before you have a very good working of how you want to operate as a business. Spoiler alert, if you change your business entity and your tax ID needs to change down the road, you will need to recontract all over again. So that is why this is step one. That is why I like want you to do not pass go until you do that. Number two, often done in coercion with step one, get an EIN. You're going to go to the IRS's website, you're going to get one for free, and you're going to associate that with your business, right? Number three, we are going to apply for our NPIs. Highly recommend doing both your NPI type 1, which is your personal NPI, and then your type 2 as well. Even if you are not going to hire anybody, many of the insurance companies, based on step 1, which is your business structure, they will require your type 2. Okay, easy peasy. Type 1, Social Security. Type 2 is going to be tied to your EIN and the name of your business. Step 4, right? We're going to get malpractice insurance. Insurance companies are going to require that. Step 5, we are going to complete the CAQH application. It is not really an application at all. It is just a database that holds all of our information and needs to be completed and attested, which basically means approved, before we start the contracting and credentialing process. In number 6, right? Number 6, we reach out to the insurance companies, major ones being Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, UHC, and Cigna, right? And then obviously Medicare if you want to treat patients with diabetes or CKD. Those are the major insurance companies. Give yourself 4 to 6 months in order to get the ball rolling because inevitably something will go wrong. Probably nothing you did, but there will be some type of holdup that probably is not your fault, but then becomes your problem. So give yourself a good 4 to 6 months. With that being said, if that feels overwhelming and you do not want to do it, my company runs a credentialing agency where we do all of those things for you. I'm going to put the link below this video if you want us to do it for you. And I also have a really cool lower tier membership for dietitians who want to go through this process with me. We'll put the video below. It's basically our insurance foundations. We help you establish your business. We help you get credentialed so you are fully set up properly. So one is done for you, one is done with you. And to be very clear, lots of dietitians, like they're just different types of people. So I just wanted to make sure we had a service for everybody. So it does not matter which one you choose. It just matters that you take action now because the process takes 4 to 6 months. So hopefully this video was helpful. Share it with somebody who's struggling because I think as dietitians, we overthink this. So subscribe below as well because we do tons of tips. We share videos every single week just dedicated to registered dietitians and CNS's billing insurance. So many things to learn. So happy to support you, but make sure you guys like, share, support, comment below so we know this is helpful for you guys learning the process.